Hello everyone, welcome back to Blockman Editor tutorial. In these videos, we will give you a complete introduction to the Blockman Editor. In this video, we will learn about the action nodes that are related to part. Alright, let's get started. Go to the editor, place a part in the scene, and open its trigger edit interface. Click the New button and select any trigger node. Drag the execution port to open the action node list. Find part and expand this node. You can see that there are many action nodes related to part. Next, we will introduce some of the more commonly used action nodes. For the rest of the nodes, please try them out in your own time, or find the official user manual for more details about the nodes. First, let's look at the three nodes related to the properties of the part: position, chords, and size. They are set the position of the part, set the rotation of the part, and set the size of the part. Through these three nodes, we can modify the position, chords, and size of the specified part. Note that the three input boxes for the position parameter in the set the position of the part node are, from left to right, x-axis coordinates, y-axis coordinates, and z-axis coordinates. For the size parameter of the set the size of the part node, it also requires three input boxes, from left to right, x-axis size, y-axis size, and z-axis size. Next, let's look at the nodes related to the appearance of the part. They are set the transparency of the part, and set the color of the part respectively. With these two nodes, we can modify the transparency and color of the specified part. Note that when modifying the transparency of a part, the transparency parameter ranges from 0 to 1, with 0 being completely opaque and 1 being completely transparent. Next, let's look at the set the collision of the part node. We can use this node to flexibly control whether collisions are turned on or off for the specified part. When the open parameter is checked, the collision of the specified part will be turned on, and entities will not be able to pass through the specified part. When the open parameter is unchecked, the collision of the specified part is turned off, and entities can pass through the specified part. We can use this node flexibly to achieve some interesting game effects, such as making a trap that will fall when you step on it. Finally, let's look at how to dynamically create and destroy part. Dynamically create and destroy here means that after the game starts running, the game logic creates a part in the scene that did not exist before, or destroys a specified part. There are two nodes available for dynamically creating parts: the Create Part node and the Generate Components from Library node. Because Component Library can hold parts, mesh parts, or model and union made from parts, that's why the Generate Components from Library node is placed under the Create Part node. The Generate Components from Library node is very simple to use. You just need to set the components in the specified component library, along with the map, position, and other information when generating the components. The Create Part node looks more complicated. Similar to adjusting a part in the editor, when using the Create Part node, we need to fill in the name of the part, set shape, color, material, position, size, chords, and other parameters. As for the Destroy Part node, we just need to set the specified parts that need to be destroyed. Let's use these nodes to complete three examples. The first example's effect: when clicking on a part in the scene, modify the position and size of the part. The second example's effect: when the player steps on the specified part, modify the color, transparency, and its collision properties of the part, so that the player falls. The third example's effect: when the player touches the part, a new part is generated in front of the touched part. Let's see how we can achieve the first example's effect. Select the part in the scene, open its trigger edit interface, click the New button, and select the When the Part is Clicked trigger node. Because we want to modify the position and size of the part, so we need to add another action node. After the first action node, we connect the set the position of the part under the part node. The part parameter connects to the click part under the current trigger parameters node. For the map parameter, select the map 001, where the current part is located. Since we want to move the part up a bit, let's go back to the editor and record the current position of the part. Then go back to the trigger edit interface, and fill in the current position of the recorded part. Finally, calculate the size of the y-axis coordinate after increasing it by 10, and fill in the input box of the y-axis coordinate with the result. After the second action node, we connect the set the size of the part under the part node. The part parameter connects to the click part under the current trigger parameters node. For the size parameter, enter 777 in order. This completes the logic of modifying the position and size of the part after clicking on it. Go back to the editor and click Run. As you can see, when we click on the part in the scene, the position and size of this part have changed. Next, let's see how to achieve the second example's effect. We have prepared a scene here, and when the player steps on the yellow part in the scene, we need to make the appearance of the yellow part turn semi-transparent red, and the player will fall through from here. Select the yellow part, open its trigger edit interface, click the new button, and select the when the part is touched by an entity trigger node. We start by adding two action nodes to the trigger node. For the first action node, we connect the set the transparency of the part under the part node. The part parameter connects to the touch part under the current trigger parameters node. Set the transparency parameter to 0.5. Here 0.5 means that the transparency is set to semi-transparent. After the second action node, we connect the set the color of the part under the part node. The part parameter connects to the touch part under the current trigger parameters node. Click on the white area after the color parameter to open the color selection panel, select red, and click the OK button. For the third action node, we connect the set the collision of the part under the part node. The part parameter connects to the touch part under the current trigger parameters node. We don't need to check the open parameter here because we are turning off the collision of part. Go back to the editor and click Run. You can see that when the player entity steps on the yellow part, they fall off that part, and the color and transparency of that part changes. Finally, let's see how to achieve the third example's effect. Here we have prepared a scene. We select the green part, open its trigger edit interface, click the new button and select the when the part is touched by an entity trigger node. For the action node, select create part under the part node. For the name parameter, fill in part. For the shape parameter, select cylinder. For the map parameter, select map 004. For the color parameter, select green. For the material parameter, select glass. For the size parameter, fill in 323 in this order. For the position parameter, we click on the coordinates icon, and enter the scene to select the appropriate position. As for the towards of the part, we just use the default value of 0 here. Go back to the editor and click Run. You can see that when the player entity touches the green part, a green cylindrical part appears in front of the green part. That's all for this video. We hope it can help you on your way to a great creator. If you want to know more about the editor, you can comment below the video or post on the official forum. See you in the next video.